Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Magician Reacts. In some past videos that I did, I reviewed two different versions of the Metamorphosis. I did Doug Henning, and I did the Pendragons. And I mentioned at the end of the Pendragons video that I would look at some point, I would look at the David Copperfield, what I call a variation of the same effect. And again, I'm not giving anything away, so if you're new to my channel, again, no secrets given. I don't want anybody putting secrets in the comments. Don't reveal how anything is done. And also, you're going to hear nothing but positivity from me. So, we're going to be looking at an effect David Copperfield did titled Cocoon. And it's a version of Metamorphosis, and that's all I'm going to say. The concept is the same, but it's an entirely original presentation of it. And it has inspired some things of my own, completely unrelated, but just because it's so well choreographed and it's so well put together, and the music, everything is on point. So I'm not going to talk anymore. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You can see when I put these up. I just do these for fun. I don't do these for profit. And if you're a magician, I want to see your videos. I want to see and review and react to what you are doing. Because I want to be positive and help you out, and I hope you'll do the same for me. So here we go. Without further ado, David Copperfield's Cocoon. Here we go. A little bit of Genesis going on. He uses a lot of Peter Gabriel and George Michael, and I love it. I love that music. But it's almost a guaranteed with some of his earlier specials, especially. Again, using the cameras to show the whole stage. It's called Cocoon, but I always imagine this angel coming down from heaven kind of an image.
So say you'll help me, mama, 'cause it's getting so hard. Can't you see?
And he is the reason everyone wants to be a magician, so that we can all have assistants like that. He made magic tastefully sexy, in a way that nobody else had, I think.
Now listen to me, mama, 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 you're taking away my last chance. Don't take it away. Can't you feel my heart? It's hot, so hot for me, mama, but I can't hardly wait. No, I won't hurt you, mama, but it's getting so hard.
Don't blink. While everyone else is doing Metamorphosis with a box, he does it suspended in the air. So one of the things that we see with this is the same concept applies. You know, you have magician, you have assistant. Assistant goes in the box, or in this case, the cocoon, and a transportation takes place. And
one of the things that I think is so powerful about this that made it so different from anyone else was obviously that it was suspended in the air. And every element that's on stage is necessary for the illusion. What I mean by that is you won't just figure out how it's done because everything there is necessary. And there's a principle in magic. Actually, it's a principle in writing called Chekhov's gun. And I forget exactly the full story, but there was a writer named Chekhov, a Russian writer, and he had the philosophy that if in chapter 1, if in the first 3 pages you write that there's a gun on the wall, by page 15 the gun had better go off. And the principle of Chekhov's gun is this, is that nothing is unnecessary. Everything is there by purpose, and if it doesn't serve a purpose, it's gone. Okay? And the best magic acts follow this formula, whether they realize it or not. The best magic acts cut out the fluff, they cut out the unnecessary bits. Now there's dressing up and there's theater and there's performance, but all of that is there with purpose to add to what we're doing. And so if you are routining your effects and you see something that's just unnecessary, or a set piece or a costume piece that's just there for flash, ask yourself as you go through every element of what you have on stage, every element of what you're presenting, is this necessary? Or does it need something? You know, the gun can't go off unless somebody pulls the trigger. So, you know, you have in your head this object and you're telling yourself it's going to be important, but you're not sure how. Analyze the purpose of that. And when you build magic and you design magic, and I spend more of my time designing illusions these days than I do performing, is you look at what's necessary and what isn't. And when you figure that out, you end up with a much cleaner magic act. So what I can tell you is everything you saw there was necessary and was wonderful, and it set the stage perfectly. So I love that routine. I love the effect. I love the method of how it was done. I think the method is great. But ultimately it goes back to it's another version of the Metamorphosis. And it just goes to show that just because an effect is an old effect, just because an effect is, you know, done by everybody, doesn't mean that there isn't a way to do it better or a way to do it different. And I think when we explore those possibilities, we come up with some amazing things. So that's it for this episode of Magician Reacts. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I will have more coming. Take care, guys. Thanks.